All right, guys, we're here today with Downtown Association of Yakima, and we have Breanna and Todd with us. Breanna, you are the events coordinator, and Todd, you are one of the board members, correct?
Yes.
So how are you guys doing today? Thanks for coming in.
Doing well. Thank you for having us. Appreciate the opportunity to discuss the program and get the word out.
We managed to wake up in time after Downtown Summer Nights last night.
A little closer.
We had a big high energy event last night.
Yeah, I actually I didn't make it out there. I told you I might try to, but I saw some of you went live a few times on Facebook.
I did. There.
So you guys are kind of like the event coordinator of downtown Yakima. So most of the events we see, like the is it called the Green Market, the Fresh Market,
the Farmers Market,
the Farmers Market.
Yeah.
So the Farmers Market, that's your guys' event. You put that on. You're the host of the events.
Yes.
So what purpose and what role do you guys play in Yakima? Like for people that are like myself, new to the area that don't know too much. I know we're going to talk about summer nights because that's a big thing in Yakima. We'll get to that in a minute, but tell us a little bit about like the purpose of what you guys do and how did it all start? I don't know who wants to talk first.
You want to go
I'm
first?
Not sure how it all started, but the foundational tenets of Downtown Association of Yakima comes from the fact that we are an affiliate member of the state of Washington Main Street organization. There is a national Main Street organization which does the same things that I'm going to describe for Yakima all over the country. Towns like ours, smaller, some larger. And the foundational tenets of Main Street organization is there's 4 of them. Everybody participates, should participate, can participate, is welcome to participate. And it's all about revitalizing downtowns for business demands for today and tomorrow, and not business demands for yesterday. Everybody participates.
When you say everybody, you're talking about like the vendors or the community?
I'm talking about community.
Okay.
Local government, local business operators, local property owners, local non-governmental organizations, charitable organizations, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And the citizens.
Right.
Visitors and residents.
I guess without the citizens, without the visitors, without the residents, you guys would just be standing around twiddling your thumbs, right?
We wouldn't have a downtown.
It's all about revitalizing for business the downtown in a very defined boundary area of downtown, and it has to do with the concentration of, and other things, but the concentration of historical buildings.
Okay.
The other thing, one of the foundational benefits in addition to that is to highlight what we do with the fabulous events that we're going to talk about a little bit later, such as Downtown Summer Nights.
Right.
And highlight the public interest in that, memorializing the customer base, the traffic, the visiting traffic, customers, people, and memorializing that in photographs and videos and getting that out so everybody can see it.
Nice. And Breanna, so you are you're the board member, not the board member, you're the marketing director, kind of in charge of marketing, getting everything coordinating, marketing coordinator?
Yes. So my official titles is the administrative assistant and the events coordinator. However, we are a small nonprofit, so we kind of do a little bit of everything. I do all the social media marketing with that also, and help with the volunteer coordinating for everything.
So tell me kind of like what inspired you to become the events coordinator? How did you get involved with this? Because you seem, what do you like? You look like you're in your 20s.
Well, thank you. So I am 30.
Okay. So
we'll start there, huh? No. I've always loved Yakima in general. And when I saw that the Downtown Association was hiring, it gave me a chance to learn a little bit about what was happening. I normally stayed in West Valley, Stila areas where I grew up. And coming down here and getting to see the amount of businesses is really what got me. When I came and did my first interview, I was speaking with Andrew Holt, who was our old executive director. And we went on a walk downtown, and he introduced me to quite a few people, and I fell in love with the community that we have down here.
So, and how long have you been part of the group?
I've been here for 3 years now.
3 years. So you've been a part of the association for 3 years?
Yes.
Okay. And so this is so it's a paid position. It's not just a volunteer position.
Yes, I am a paid person.
Okay. Because a lot of response, we look through your social media website and you can see that you are staying active and you're the one that does a lot of that posting. And okay.
Yeah.
And is this what you do full time?
I do. Yes. A little bit more than full time.
I imagine stuff like this, even for the volunteers. Now, is your position as well? Is yours a paid position as well?
No, I'm
okay.
Strictly volunteer.
Okay.
In fact, I started with the organization about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Simply doing the volunteer work at the events, show up at the appointed time, do the work that was assigned to me or my team at an event.
What made you want to get involved? What made you want to volunteer your time? And because it seems like you're pretty consistent. Every time I've been down there, I see your face.
I've been in Yakima for about 35 years, worked for 25 of those years, and was completely ensconced in the work that I did. At the time that I retired, I sensed that there was something happening in downtown Yakima. I thought that the something was the vibe is getting younger. Courageous business entrepreneurs, kids, friends of my kids moving back to Yakima after once moving away, vowing never to come back.
Right.
As kids will do when they're college age. And
they always think the grass is greener on the other side.
The vibe is getting younger downtown, and I wanted to see it in person and see that was actually going on. And I think that it is. Okay. It has been for several years. And a way to see it up close and get involved in that was to be available to volunteer.
Nice. So you've been with it for about 5 years now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so kind of jumping into the big event that's going on right now throughout the summertime is Summer Nights.
Yes.
So Breanna, what is it people should expect? Because I don't even know, like what should people expect when they go to Summer Nights? Is it just kind of like, oh, we're going to highlight the summer, or is there going to be vendors and tents and gifts and giveaways, things like that?
Yeah. So we block off the street starting on Yakima Avenue and Front Street. And the street closure goes all the way down Sergeant Pendleton. You'll show up at the event, and there's going to be over 20 to 25 vendors every week with us there. Tons of food, merchandise, crafts, and nonprofits also. We've had the Humane Society join us every week, which has been fun with their puppies so far. And then we also do have our sponsors doing giveaways throughout the event. So stop at the Seasons tent and the Kashmir Valley tent, and you could win some giveaways.
And are most of the local businesses, are most of them engaged in this? Because they got street traffic walking by. So it's not just the tents that are set up. I imagine there's local businesses on both sides of the streets.
Yeah. So we do have all the businesses set up. And then a lot of our local businesses will come out during the event and hand out like flyers or gift cards to Sports Center or Avenida Cantina for after. So they do take part in trying to get an after party into their business afterwards.
Okay, it makes sense. You kind of want the party to continue. I was over at 2nd Street Grill yesterday at about, I guess it was like around 4:00, and it was crickets in there. And the bartender said, "Oh, it's because everybody's gearing up to go down to Summer Nights," which is a little bit further down, right?
Yes. So we're 2 blocks up from 2nd Street.
Okay, 2 blocks up. That's where it starts.
And then the music always starts at 6 p.m. And we have a big stage that pulls up in front of Northtown Coffee Shop. And we have 2 bands.
Was your daughter singing again?
She did not this week. She does like that though. I'm really excited for the bands this next week, actually. So we have the Apple Jam winners coming this next Thursday. So it's going to be
Apple Jam winners. That's what they're called.
Have you heard about the Apple Jam yet? Oh man, the State Fair Park does this Apple Jam contest every year, and they find the best band and musicians in Yakima. And so we are bringing the winners from last year to Downtown Summer Nights this next week. So it's going to be Amanda Simmons, the Cacophonics, and Coaster, and they're all local musicians that we love.
So Coaster is Spanish dude.
He is an amazing rapper
He's
out in
coming in next
Sela.
week.
Yes, I'm so glad you'll love him.
Yeah, actually, I found him because I saw him comment on something you had done, and I looked him up. So I wanted to get him in on Thursday, but he said I'm performing on Thursday.
He is.
So he's going to come Monday or Tuesday, and we're going to kind of promote him, what he's doing a little bit, because he said he's going to be in Seattle today performing.
Yeah, he's doing some amazing tours right now, so we're really excited that we got him.
We'll have to put a link in the description for him.
Yes.
So.
And the beer garden.
One of the important aspects of the Downtown Summer Nights is that it's family friendly, all ages.
So kids, adults, it's not just a bunch of alcohol flying around.
There's
That's
not. Yep.
exactly right. Yeah.
We have a very small
It's a
beer garden.
Fun evening.
How do you guys deal with, because this area is got a lot of high traffic of people that, you know, might be, I don't know how to word this pro-socially,
Experiencing
homelessness, which is obviously it's not just a Yakima thing. This is like a country or worldwide thing right now. How do you guys deal with, you know, because some of these homeless individuals are dealing with severe mental health issues where they can be completely unpredictable with what they say and do. I think just yesterday or the day before, there was a coffee shop. One of them showed up in a coffee shop and had a knife and was covered in blood. You know, obviously you can't avoid it, but do you have people like police there kind of on duty? Do you have bodyguards? Or not bodyguards, but
security. Yeah.
Security.
So
Bodyguards.
I will jump in really quick and just at the beginning say we do have some of the people experiencing homelessness that are more than happy to come and help us set up the event.
Okay.
So we do have quite a few of them that come and help during our events, and they help clean up the area and make sure things stay clean. But we do have Phoenix security on site and Yakima police officers during the event. Safety is a big issue, and we want to make sure everyone feels safe. So you can always find a security officer, a police officer, anybody in a downtown Yakima vest if you ever feel like you need any help while you're at the event.
So you guys do try to do your best to include them in the events.
Of course we do.
Right.
We don't care that they're experiencing homelessness or that they live in the toniest neighborhood in Yakima. Doesn't matter to us. We're not defensive about those who are maybe experiencing homelessness and may have social issues and not well suited to participate in, you know, public events. Doesn't matter to us. We are friendly toward them. We're not defensive about them. You know, a kind word and being cooperative with them goes a long way, and it tends to uplift the entire community.
And if for the off chance it gets out of hand, you have the proper authority and staff there to help out with that. Okay.
And we do have a crew that works the downtown every day. So I feel personally like we have a good connection with most of the people down here.
They kind of respect the level of, like, you know, we're not going to go in there and cause any issues.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what are some of the biggest headaches or some of the biggest obstacles you guys experience when coordinating and setting up these events? Like, what are some of the behind the scenes that if people only knew?
My biggest issue is getting volunteers at these events. Downtown Summer Nights alone takes 42 volunteers. And it's very hard to get that many volunteers.
What are these volunteers doing? Like, what are they being tasked with?
Yeah. So the first part of the event, they would help us set up. So we would close the street, pop all the tents, get all of our marketing materials out, and get the beer garden set up. And then during the event, we have about 12 to 14 volunteers in the beer garden pouring and taking money.
Okay.
So we do have bartenders there and cash for the money. And then we have people manning the kids area, the information booth, and then walking around as ambassadors, just again to help people and make people feel safe. So there's people that will just walk around the event in yellow vests, just as help for any needs.
And so, Todd, when we're talking about summer events, how long does this event go for? How many weeks is this?
The Downtown Summer Nights is a 10
Summer
week.
Nights. Yep.
Approximately 10 weeks, and it depends on when 4th of July lands in a week.
Is it so if it lands on 4th of July, you guys don't go 4th of July?
That's right. It's a holiday, and it extends it a week longer into the calendar.
So are we in our second week of it, or is this the third week of it?
We just had our second Downtown Summer Nights last night.
Okay, so we got about roughly 8 more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Until August 17th is going to be our last night.
So what other events, and maybe we pull up their website over here, Tony, what other upcoming events? And is it only during like the spring and summertime, or do you guys run events throughout like the winter days as well?
We have events all throughout the year, and I can actually go over them with you really quick. So
let's pull up the events page, Tony.
Currently, we have the downtown Yakima Farmers Market that takes place every Sunday. The really exciting thing is that this Sunday we'll be at our brand new location.
You just keep talking. I'm going to set something up.
We'll be at our brand new location on 15 West Yakima Avenue. And then, of course, downtown summer nights we spoke about. We also have First Friday every month. So the first Friday of every month, we have about 25 to 30 businesses join us in having promotions with sales, art, and music. And we promote that on the radio, and we have volunteers out that night also. And then the next one after that would be Chalk Art Fest. That is a really fun, another all ages, family friendly event where we bring 25.
Where's that at on here?
You might have to hit events.
Chalk art would be later in the season.
Yes. So Chalk Art happens
probably.
October 14th. Once you hit events, you'll see.
Go to the drop down under events.
Yep. And they'll actually all have their
There we
own
go.
page.
Chalk Art Festival.
Yeah, so the Chalk Art Festival is going to take place on October 14th this year. And the theme will be Carnival. You heard it first. So now we have to do that one.
Carnival?
Carnival. So the theme this year is going to be Carnival. So all the artists that are doing murals on the street, they will have to stick to the theme. And then we will have vendors and music around that also fits the theme.
So all the chalk art is going to be carnival theme based.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
We've done a few different themes throughout the year. We had What Do You Love Most About Yakima? We've done superheroes.
Who comes up with these themes?
We do in the
Okay.
office.
You guys just sit around.
We sit around
You guys
and
have like these round table meetings where it's like, no, I think it should be this. Does it
We
ever get a
totally
little
do.
heated behind the scenes sometimes?
Never.
Mhm.
Never. It's just all creative juices flowing.
we mostly laugh,
No
but we
bad
do have a big
ideas.
round table.
That's fun. So where are you guys located at? Where's like the office at? Or is that like a bat cave? It's
Yeah, so our office is located at 14 South First Street. We're right on the corner of First Street and Yakima Avenue. And then I'm normally there from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
okay.
And then really quick, we'll go over three more events actually.
Okay.
So we have Sip and Stroll that takes place this year. It's going to be on November 11th, which is going to be Veterans Day also. So
Sip and stroll.
Sip
There
and
it is.
Stroll. Sip and Stroll is a really fun event where we bring local beverage vendors throughout Yakima, and we set them up in retail stores that wouldn't normally sell alcohol or food.
That's a cool idea.
Yes. And so we have a map and a little hopper bus that drives people around to get you from one side of the Ave to the other, and you have a tasting in each of your locations.
Is this to like cut down on the drinking and driving?
It's more,
I mean, because you said you have a little hopper that takes them around.
yeah. So we have all the way from our district goes all the way from 8th Street to 8th Avenue. So that's quite a long walk to make
Along
people.
Yakima Avenue as the central leader, so to speak.
Okay.
That's a long way to make people walk. So we have the bus just to help people get around.
Yeah, get from place
But
to
they are
place.
very small pours.
But they
so-
can walk if they want to walk too,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
Do they have to come in with your tour, or can they walk in and go, oh, like, is it just kind of people walk in by accident?
So you have to have a ticket
Ah.
to be at the event.
How much is a ticket?
They're $25 normally. However, you can catch us on our pop-up sales and get them a lot cheaper.
Pop-up sales, is that stuff that comes up online? Or
Yes, we will post that like randomly about a month or two before the event. We'll be like, hey, we're going to pop up at Kashmir Valley Bank today or
where
where we're.
you do that on Facebook?
Yes, we'll do it on Facebook,
Hop over to
Instagram,
Facebook there.
and
Tony.
TikTok.
So guys, make sure that you go to their Facebook and you follow them, because right now you guys got about 14,000 followers. And for these pop-ups where you can get discounts and fun stuff, they're not going to know about it unless they're following you guys.
Yes, so you got to go hit follow.
So you don't want to be walking downtown going, yeah, I bought my ticket for 25, and guys like, I got mine for $12. So you got to be kind of, so you're going to be doing that on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yes, we will post when we do the pop-ups everywhere, and we'll normally do like some interviews and advertisement about it also.
So do either one of you or both of you, do you have like, do each of you have like a favorite event that you do each year, like to your heart personally?
Yes.
What's your favorite event? We'll go with you since you're already talking.
My favorite will be the next one we talk about, which is Small Business Saturday. And this event is the Saturday following Black Friday. a lot of businesses, small businesses, notice the decline because Black Friday, people are going to corporations who are giving you basically free items.
Right.
And so we have a Small Business Saturday that we partner with Shop Small and Pacific Power for this event.
This is
And
right around Thanksgiving.
it is. So it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Does it ever fall on Thanksgiving?
No, it's always the
The Saturday
Oh.
after.
Saturday.
Thanksgiving is always on Thursday.
Yeah, so it goes
I'm a little slow to this
Thanksgiving,
morning, guys.
Black Friday,
Thursday this
Small
year.
Business Saturday.
That's actually the day before my birthday, so I'm going to come for my birthday.
Oh, heck yes. And we give away about 6 baskets full of downtown goodies that are normally worth $250 to $300,
Okay.
full of gift cards. So it could be a
Wow.
good birthday present.
Oh, man, I'm coming.
The participating merchants are just thrilled with the business they get on Saturday. It can be the best business day of the season for them.
We've actually heard that a lot, that businesses have record days during Small Business Saturday.
Well, that actually kind of leads into my next question, and we'll bring this one over to you, Todd. First, what's your favorite event that you guys do each year and why?
Mine would be Downtown Summer Nights. It is a huge logistics undertaking that somehow we get it all done in time. It generates a fair amount of revenue for the organization. It generates a fair amount of expenses for the organization. And as Breanna had mentioned earlier, it is heavily volunteer dependent on its successful outcome. So there are a case of nervous tension throughout the organization as we set it up every day. It turns out successfully.
Now, does it get easier and easier, or is it each week kind of like you're like, man, I thought we had this figured out from last week, but do
Well,
new
there's some of that.
surprises pop up?
Yes, of course.
Like, she's laughing, so I'm
There's
assuming.
some of that. Uh-huh. And she's laughing because we survived it last night.
We did.
So I
We live to
imagine
fight
that-
another day.
I imagine being in the position that you guys are in, the position that you're in as an event coordinator, that it takes a special kind of a person, because it's easy in life to get very flustered and get overwhelmed and kind of like throw your hands up. And this kind of probably requires a level of who saw, we're going to figure it out, ask for help.
Absolutely.
The events that we have been describing are what can be seen. When we don't have an event to do, we go back to the important things about Main Street organization.
Right.
We are revitalizing the core of downtown, perhaps changing a vacant wind and weed strewn lot into, or what might look like a decadent, or not decadent, but the derelict building across the street, and revitalizing that and repurposing it, reimagining it
Right.
for the business demands of today and the future, not
that-
the business
that's
demands of
always-
yesterday.
Because that's always kind of changing with
Oh, yeah.
technology, with age groups that come in, with what's in, what's not in, especially now with everything is becoming very like technology sound with AI. And when it comes to the businesses and the local artists of the areas, how does what would you say your acronym was again?
Day.
Downtown Association of Yakima. How do you guys support local businesses and artists of the areas?
Absolutely. So we do a lot of promotion for them. So as I had mentioned to you guys earlier, if you have an event, you're more than welcome to go onto our website and add your event into the event calendar. In our events, if you're a downtown business, we invite you to join our events with us, and we would help promote that. My Facebook, if you click on the Facebook again, you'll see that most of the posts are about other businesses and what they're doing. So I try to post every day about a different business and what they're doing, if they have a sale happening that day.
So can any business go on the calendar and post an event, or do they have to get some kind of a permission link from you guys?
Nope, they just have to be a downtown business.
But how do go to the calendar, Tony, on the website?
Yeah, super quick. If you click on the events tab, just like the main one again, and scroll down where you're at a little more. Right at the
Submit
bottom, it
your
says
event.
submit
Okay.
your event.
So you guys do approve them.
Yes, so I do
was
have to
gonna
approve
say-
them. If they're not downtown, then I normally would decline it and then send that business an email just letting them know, because we do have pretty strict.
It's got to be pro-social businesses, I would imagine. Like,
Yes.
you're not going to have like some guy with his like porno videos that wants to advertise.
We know, we hope to never have
Right.
to turn them down.
Okay.
They haven't asked yet.
That's cool. So anybody that's got a business that's in the downtown area, or I'd imagine businesses that come to the downtown area that
Absolutely.
set up shop or offerings, that's got to benefit the area to an extent, right?
Yes, and we would love to promote that with
That's
them.
very cool. Does people do that? Because I had no idea. Does everybody know that?
Yes, well, hopefully we are working on getting contact with everybody. I have not come to speak with you yet since you moved in. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That was on me.
I snuck in under the radar. I don't think anybody knows I was here.
But yeah, so we do try to meet with the business owners down here. I do know most of them personally. So we try to stay in contact with everybody to let them know what we're doing. We send out monthly newsletters that you can also sign up for on this website.
So do you have to walk around sometimes in like a hoodie and dark glasses? It's like, oh God.
I hide.
It's like, can you imagine being like a celebrity in the real world? Like the amount of attention they must get sometimes. So you must go to other areas sometimes to go hang out because you must need some peace and quiet too.
I like the people down here though. Is the thing.
But
They're
sometimes you might just
fun.
want to go out to dinner with your husband.
Yeah, sometimes I hide out in Sela.
The first time I met you on your day off, you were very much like Cloak and Dagger, like Thelma and Louise hiding in your hoodie.
Like I work 6 days a week, so yeah, when I get a day off, I take it.
So now you guys have been, how long has this association been around?
So we have been around for quite a long time, but I believe that we actually got accredited by Main Street in 2016.
Okay. So 2016. So you guys were here during the whole COVID pandemic.
Yes.
What kind of effects did you guys feel going through the pandemic? What kind of adjustments had to be made? Because you guys rely on a lot of funding coming in. So you had to find ways to stay active to continue to receive money. What were the challenges and what kind of shake and bake did you guys have to do there?
So I will let Todd go into some of the grants possibly, but on our end, what we did was we tried to just stay open and supporting our essential businesses downtown. There was a lot of them down here considered essential workers. And so we had a campaign going where we were getting gift cards and items from local businesses and taking them to these essential workers and trying to help the businesses navigate with the new guidelines that were coming out. A lot of business owners were coming to us asking for help with understanding what they were supposed to be doing with all the guidelines that our governor had put out at the time. And so we were very much just trying to be a resource to the businesses at that time and helping the businesses that had to close down. We had like some seminars about how to get grants.
I was going to ask you guys, do you guys focus on like community resources where, you know, I had an experience back in there. I went like through the federal prison system and coming out of the federal prison system, there was all of these things that I needed to kind of put together, but it was like, I had to go here for this. Do you guys kind of create like a melting pot of a resource so somebody can go, oh, this is where I go for business licensing. This is where I go for grants. Is that something?
That's exactly right.
We have a toolkit that Todd has been working very hard on.
I'm not looking for a job, by the way.
That is one of the things that we offer for downtown businesses.
Okay.
A resource for that gives practical and technical advice to any business operator.
Kind of like a pit stop in the road where people can hit there and you can send them on a journey of where to go. So they're not walking around, because it's starting a business is a very taxing as it is. And then not knowing, coming to a new county, a new state, like sometimes you don't know you're doing something wrong until there's a knock on your door with a penalty. So you guys can provide resource for them to, you know, people still got to do their own homework and due diligence, but you guys can help navigate those waters a little bit.
Yes, we do.
We definitely try as much as we can. Yes.
And we partner with the other agencies.
That's what I was going to ask, because there's other
Chambers
associations,
of Commerce, right? And other business-oriented partners here in the downtown area.
Yesterday, Tony and I went by the Halloween store, and I saw there's another association similar to like what you guys do, not for the downtown area, but for
the Yakima Tourism is probably who you saw.
Yeah.
Is that who
Oh,
it was,
in
Tony?
Union Gap. Okay.
Yeah. So do you guys work together, or is it like these are my streets? Don't cross this line, or we're
No,
coming for
We
you.
hope to work together, and we often do.
Okay.
Sometimes the goals and the modes of operation for each of us don't
always align,
but we hope to.
because everybody's hopefully has got the same kind of goal.
Yes.
Absolutely. And
Unity.
we have had good luck reaching out and having communications. You know, if we saw something that the SELA Downtown Association did that we really liked, you know, we could call them and Katrina would answer, and everyone's very friendly, and we all do have a goal in mind of keeping small businesses down in our area. So,
And there's a statewide conference of Main Street organization
Okay.
once a year, annual conference.
How many are there? How many different Main Street organizations are there
I don't know
in this
what the
area? I
number
mean,
is.
in Yakima.
we are the
There
Main
are
Street.
there's one in Yakima.
Okay.
Affiliate chapter of the state Main Street
And that's you
organization.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one in Grandview. There's one in many communities nearby too. There's one in Wenatchee, for example, and many other communities. And so the statewide convention and conference unites all of us. We'll realize that we do have the same goals and the same hardships, and the cooperative nature of the Downtown Association of Yakima and the Downtown Association equivalent of Camas, Washington, or Walla Walla or Pullman. It's beautiful. Cooperative nature is beautiful. We share our hardships, our goals, what we're trying to accomplish. How do we get from here to there? And
Nice.
yeah. Mhm.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you guys are very active, because all the events that I've been to, almost immediately when I start asking questions, they're pointing, like, go look for the guys in the yellow shirts or the what color shirts you guys wear? Green?
We have green, yellow, and orange.
Yeah, they go find them, And you're the first person I met, and who you put me in touch with originally.
Yvette Lippert, the downtown Yakima Farmers Market.
And that's when she snagged
Manager.
you out of thin air. She was like, oh, wait. And she kind of there you were on your day off like this.
Hopefully I was wearing the burnt orange t-shirt.
I think you were that day.
That is our trademark.
Okay.
The burnt orange color.
Burnt orange.
That was
So
an Andrew thing.
kind of like to summer. Apologize for the cough, guys.
You're good.
Kind of summarize everything and wrap it up. People that are kind of new to the area, that are traveling in, maybe they're thinking about staying. What is some advice you'd have for people visiting the downtown Yakima area kind of for the first time?
Yeah. I would say to stop in either at the Yakima Valley Tourism or our office. And we do have downtown guides that will lead you a map of all the shops and locations down here that you'd want to stop at. And checking out the website and seeing what events are happening. Even if you're not on the website and you're just Googling events in downtown Yakima, it'll be one of the first ones that pops
comes
up.
up.
Yeah.
So Tony, we should take a shameless plug here. We've started a little, we'll call it a side hustle.
Okay.
509 Eats, where we've
Oh.
created a website, 509 Eats, and we've been going out and doing reviews mostly around, and honestly, if we go somewhere and it's like a horrible place, we just don't talk about it. But if we enjoy the food, we post the videos, make comments. It's usually almost like funny little skits.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something you guys would want to share, because that's my big thing. Is I'm a foodie, and I imagined moving here from South Florida, where we had kind of like a melting pot of ethnicity, and I thought the food here was just going to be super, super boring. And we've been kind of digging around and finding some awesome little gems. So we started doing kind of like food reviews, letting people know why they should go try these places. So do you guys have something like that on your website now, where it gives like ideas of like the good places to eat?
I don't, but I would love to talk with you about that. We can definitely. I just want one more event that we didn't
go ahead.
talk about really quick.
You want to pull it up?
No, I don't think it's on our page
Okay,
actually.
it's not on the page.
So the first Sunday of December, the Downtown Association of Yakima partners with the city of Yakima to put the Christmas tree up at Millennium Plaza, and then we light it. This year we will be lighting it on December 3rd, and that happens right after the parade.
And that must be amazing for the kids.
Oh, it is.
When does the Santa stuff start?
So we're the main event that we're going to have is going to be December 3rd.
Okay,
And
so
that will
Santa
be
there?
Yes. So the parade will come, and we normally have Santa,
What about
the Grinch. We had the Grinch last year. And I got some pictures of the Grinch. So.
Were you the Grinch, Tony?
I was a Grinch.
We're there.
At the parade?
I was in
At the
Grinch.
parade?
He does.
I
the-
think you're my picture guy. I have pictures of you.
Oh,
I
he's
do
like a
prosthetic-
legit prosthetic Grinch.
I bet it was you.
Yeah, I was on Santa's sleigh.
Yes. Okay. I did take pictures with you. That's funny.
Right now is going through my mind is I think we can get a better deal.
Yeah. Right. No. So, would you do that on December 3rd? The parade will happen, and then everyone will meet at Millennium Plaza, which, if you don't know where that is, it's the big parking lot right outside your building right here. And the tree will get lit, and we'll announce the winners of the parade, and that's a pretty fun night.
Well, awesome. Widescreen. So we got Breanna Stratton and Tony Hodges from Downtown
Todd.
Association.
Breanna Stratton, Todd
Let's
Hodges.
try that one more time. Todd Hodges and Breanna Stratton
Yes.
from Downtown Association Yakima Day.
Yeah.
I really want to appreciate you guys coming in because I know everybody probably knows of you guys, but for somebody like me who's not too familiar with the area, it's really great to see these resources kind of like tied together. Because some other cities, they have resource help, but you can tell that it's not updated commonly. It's like, oh yeah, that place has been shut down for months, and that doesn't
Right.
do anybody any good. So kudos to you guys for staying on top of everything.
Thank you for having us. There has been over 30 new businesses this year, so I'm sure there's more than just you who didn't know about us. So this is a great opportunity, and thank you.
All right, well, high five, everybody.
Double high five.
Triple high five.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's a wrap.